Hey everyone, how are you all? Have you ever thought that English is not just a language but a giant mountain? You look at it and think, I can never reach the top? Don't worry, you are not alone. I'm also an English learner, currently at the A1 A2 level, and I have faced the same doubts you feel right now. Today I'm going to break down the real reasons why English feels like a mountain. No more excuses, no more fear. Let's start this journey right now. Reason number 1, the vocabulary and grammar jungle. The first reason English feels so difficult is the overwhelming amount of words and rules. As beginners, we feel lost in a vocabulary jungle. We see a simple word and then realize there are endless synonyms, each with a slightly different meanings. The problem is not the synonyms themselves, but the fear of remembering so many words. We start worrying about how we will remember all of them, and this fear makes us stop. We also worry about complex grammar, conjunctions, tenses, and sentence structures, thinking we must be perfect before we speak. But here is the truth. You don't need a massive vocabulary to be a great communicator. Most daily conversations use very simple words. Don't try to learn every synonym at once. Start with the basics, build your foundation, and the mountain will slowly turn into a path you can easily walk. Reason number 2, the accent and dialect confusion. Another huge fear is the accent and dialect problem. But before we talk about the fear, let's first understand what these two words actually mean, because many beginners get confused here. What is accent? Accent is simply the way you sound when you speak. It is about the style of your voice and how you pronounce sounds. For example, an American person might say water for water, while a British person might say water. The word is the same, but the music of the voice is different. What is dialect? Dialect is when the actual words change depending on the country. For example, in America, they call the path next to the road a sidewalk, but in England, they call the exact same thing a pavement. Some people say elevator and some say lift. As you can see on the screen, there are many more words like these, even though the thing is exactly the same, but it is called something else depending on where you are. This confusion makes beginners feel like English is a mountain. You think, which one is right? If I say sidewalk, am I wrong in England? The truth is, both are correct. You don't need to learn every word from every country. Your job is not to sound like a movie star. Your job is to be clear. Your natural accent is your identity. Speak with your own voice and the world will listen. Reason number 3, the preposition trap. Prepositions are simple words like in, on, at, and with, but they cause the biggest headaches. Beginners often try to use them based on how they sound. But English logic is often different from our native language. Let's look at a real example. If you bought a new phone and pay for it every month, how do you say it? Do you say, I bought this phone in EMI or with EMI? Most people choose in because it sounds natural. But in English, the correct way is, I bought this phone on EMI. Another example, why do we say I'm in a car but I'm on a bus? It feels like a trap. But don't let this stop you. You don't need to memorize every rule. The more you listen and practice, the more natural these prepositions will feel. Reason number 4, the silent letter mystery. The fourth reason English feels like a mountain is silent words. We see letters on paper, but we don't say them. This makes reading very hard for beginners. Here are some examples for you. Psychology, the P is silent. Receipt, the P is silent. Doubt, the B is silent. Island, the S is silent. Foreign, the G is silent. Knowledge, the K and D are silent. When you see these words, don't get angry at English. Think of them as secret codes. Once you know the secret, the word becomes easy. My personal perspective. I'm sharing these reasons because I have faced them all. I'm also stuck between A1 and A2 levels sometimes, but I don't see English as a mountain anymore. I see it as a beautiful journey. We don't need to be perfect, we just need to start. I hope this video helps you feel more confident. You are not alone in this struggle. Before I go, I have a question for you. Which part of English feels like a mountain to you? Is it the silent words, the prepositions, or the different dialects? Please tell me in the comments. I'll read your problems and create a new story to help you in my next video. We are a team and we will grow together. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts. See you in the next one. Let's keep growing. Bye!